I've been invited to a RC Chaser's workshop or garage or man cave, and this is one of our episodes. This is episode 3. So I'm just walked into Camilo's workshop, and we're gonna go find him to where he is. But this is his entrance to his man cave. As you can see, he's already has a lot of stuff here that resemble a hobbyist. There's a boat here. There's a beginning of an airplane, and there's some things that look like maybe a 3D printer, maybe some other machines, collection of records. So we know what generation this gentleman is from. So I'm going to walk in to see where he is. Whoa. Okay, you begin to see right away, this guy loves airplanes. Okay, we'll see where he is. I'm going to walk around and see if we can find Camilo. It's nice enough. Let's see where he is. Okay, well, let's go. Looks like there's a stairs here. Okay, I'm gonna walk and walk around to see where he is and walk the steep steps carefully.
Oh,
hey,
hi Fernando.
Camilo.
You know who wasn't? How are you?
Hey, I'm well. Hey,
How you doing? Welcome.
good. Hey, thank you for allowing me to
Nice
see your
you.
workshop.
I guess this is.
So tell me about this and how long you've been doing this hobby.
Well, I've been doing this hobby since I was, I don't know, 15 years old, maybe 12 years. I started with model planes, with plastic ones, and then I started doing RC planes. And since I got the first one, I haven't been able to keep buying more.
Keep buying more, I can see that, so we're gonna walk through that later. But
Yeah.
I see you have a collection of kit building. Usually, looks like you build
Yeah,
kits too.
I like to build. I think it's half of the hobby is building the planes, not only flying the planes, but building. I'm not a very good pilot, but I love to build stuff with my hands. I have some kits over there that I have to put in line. Some more over here. So I love building. I'm planning my retirement so I can have plenty of things to do.
It looks like you will have plenty
Yeah.
of things to do here. So
So
let's walk through your workshop. So you got
basically, this is my working area for the planes. I have around 2,000 square feet here in total.
wow.
So this is where all the planes, I try to build all the planes. I have some basic tools here, a bed, I have wheels, parts all over the place. You know, you keep hanging and
Keep accumulating stuff, right?
accumulating stuff, yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna walk through, so I can see there's a lot of little organization of
Yeah, I
little
have
parts
here like, I'm starting to label everything because my memory is not as good as it used to be. So I have here planes, more parts for RC, and then you have general stuff like screws and things that you accumulate that you think you're going to use someday, and you just keep it there. And
Just in case, right?
eventually that day comes. That's the funny thing. And you keep it for years and years and years. I'm going to throw this away. The day you throw it away, you need it the next day.
That's
You
true.
have to go and buy it.
I've been in that situation.
Yeah. But I,
So, I see you have plenty of airplanes hanging out on the walls everywhere here.
yeah.
I've sort of very interesting models here. And you have
This is
multi-generation here. Okay.
yeah. This is one that I'm building. It's a Cessna Sky Master. It's original kit. It was made in Italy, I think. There are the wings. hopefully that's the next project that will fly. After this one, that is only the landing gear that I need to put it back again. So it keeps me busy almost every day. I don't get bored here. I have some machines here. This is a thermoforming machine that I made. This is a sanding machine, foam cutting machine. So I have the basic here, and I have some more downstairs. And this is all the air models. I have yeah, some nice models. This one is very nice. This is probably the one I love more. That's Aero Commander. It's a twin engine, and I'm thinking I'm gonna do it electric.
It looks
It was original
nice,
for 40
nice
low plug 46 engines, but I think I'm gonna go electric with that one. And it's a beautiful plane. And it's funny because I used to own that plane when I was in Ecuador 25 years ago. I came here and I sold the kit. And it took me like 10 years to find another one.
Wow.
So I usually don't sell the planes. Some of the planes you won't be able to get it back.
Oh yeah, some of these kits are not being made
They
anymore.
are not made anymore. So here I have it's like a workbench for electronics and soldering and stuff like that. I just got this new toy. It's a laser cutter and put it together. I have to figure out how to put it together, program, but it's very straightforward. I did some tests already. So hopefully this is the next tool that I will be able to use to cut wood. Right here I have my old radio control collection.
Okay, you are certainly a RC chaser right there.
Oh yeah, this is my first radio when I was like 15 years old. It's a Super Sport made by Kraft. It was the cheap version of Kraft radios.
Wow.
Back then. This is my first radio. It's made by Kraft, Southwest, and it was the cheap version of the Kraft radio. This is the second one. I have also this one. It was the top of the line back then in the 70s. It's a Pro Line radio, which was top of the line back then, and you can see how simple they were. No programming, no screens, no, just 5 channels, and that's it. And we used to fly AM and FM back then, so it was different. And I have a couple more radios, more modern radios, Futavas, and I have a Grauner MC24, which was the, actually I think was the real first programmable radio in the
Yeah,
market.
it's probably a predecessor to core radio.
Yeah, basically this radio was the one that changed everything. I went to Germany and I learned how to program this radio because I used to work with Grauner back then. So it's a very nice radio. Unfortunately they closed, unfortunately. And oh, I still have some old servos. This is basically Kraft servos, and you see,
Well, how big they are, right?
how big, and they don't. You
How
cannot
much
program
torque
these
can-
servos. You have to do it the old way. You have to measure the push rods and change the servo size, and this is the receiver, which is quite big.
Oh yeah.
It's nice, and I think they still work. I haven't tried in a while, but they should be
Well,
working.
there won't be too many people in your channel if you do use it.
No. Want to go back downstairs? Or should
Yeah,
I
let's go
around?
see what. Look at
See,
this.
we have a lot of
We're gonna look
different
at
plates.
just a bird's eye view as you walk down there, to see, just to have you see his shot from this view. See how big this is. And okay, we're gonna sort of carefully walk down the steps.
Yeah, be careful.
All right, again.
Here inside is the office with AC. That's the nice part of the warehouse. I have some sailplanes and boats also. Haven't used it a lot, but I like sailplanes also. Here I have all my batteries, where I store my chargers, batteries, and basic tools to work in this bench. This is like the quick bench when I have to do some fixing or getting something ready for the field. I use this one. It's actually a light table. I put lights on the bottom. See, you can put like
looks like a draftsman's
like
table
a
or
draft.
something.
Yeah, I made it from an old TV actually. Yeah, I have my batteries stored in metal cases with clay and protection, so we don't burn out the place down. I highly recommend everybody to do something like this because these batteries are really nice, but they're dangerous. So you see, I got these boxes from Walmart, and then I pour inside like
Plaster looks like.
plasters.
Oh, that plaster?
Yeah, it's plaster. You
Does
get
that mean the same material they use for casting your broken arm?
Yeah, it's the same one.
Okay.
Basically, what I did, I put a piece of
Good
foam
idea.
here, put the plaster in, and it's a good idea. So you keep your batteries in a safe place. Very. And as you can see, I also have extinguishers all over the place.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea to have multiple
Just in-
fire extinguishers.
Yeah, I have them all over the place. Right here, if you turn around, I have this is my 3D printer. This is a resin 3D printer, actually.
Resin. Wow.
Yeah, it makes really good details. If you can see, I'm planning to do the pilot's heads with my face. So I'm working on that project. And the detail is very, very good. I'm doing some tests right now with this. So that's one of the projects I am. Just get the pictures and scan it and have your face on your plane.
Oh wow.
That's one of the projects I have. This is the printer, this is the curing station. This engine I have to for molding, resin, silicone molds. I have a vacuum chamber, and I have a pressure chamber for the molds. I have another engraver, laser engraver. And this is the area that's usually most messy.
So you have vehicles here too, I see.
Oh yeah.
This must be a RC Chaser truck.
This is my truck. I bought it a couple of years ago. I was looking for an old vehicle, an old Suburban, so to carry the planes. It's basically, that's what I bought it. And I was using it a couple of years, but the engine broke. So I decided to rebuild the whole engine and the transmission, and it's been a while. A year already. But I'm almost done with that. Now it's a storage.
I see that your truck's also full of planes.
Oh yeah, it's full of planes. You have like, I don't know, probably 10 planes in there.
Okay.
This is another machine I got last year, end of last year. It's a water jet cutting machine. So I can cut aluminum up to about half an inch. And I'm planning also to cut carbon fiber for the planes. You can cut the parts for carbon fiber. You can cut glass and acrylics. It's not good for wood, but for ceramic and stuff like that, it cuts really, really neat. Aluminum. I made also some parts in aluminum and stainless steel for the planes. So it's a nice machine. Works pretty good.
I've noticed you still have a lot of planes up here.
Oh yeah.
So you can see, I'm walking right there, and there's more planes.
And I
on
have
top.
more of the planes. I have
More planes over there.
the big box here is a Navajo. It's a twin engine
Oh.
over there.
You got more on top of your truck besides inside your truck on
Oh, yeah.
top too.
This one is the engine from this one, and this is the other part of the hobby. This I share with my son. He's in racing cars.
Uh-huh.
So this is his racing car. My Suburban that I'm.
Suburban, I think you just said, did you say you just replaced the engine on this thing?
Yeah, I rebuilt the whole engine. And now this weekend I'm going to put the exhaust pipes, the new exhaust pipes, and it's a lot of work, but it's fun. I like it. Keeps me busy, and
So we didn't talk about some of the plans here on the wall, on here.
Okay, this one is a really rare plane. It's very hard to find. I think they don't make the kit anymore. It's a Jilga. I think it's a Czechoslovakian design, the original plane. And it's like a tow plane for gliders and stuff like that. It's
Yes.
nice. The little one over there is the same plane, another version that they make. It's for me, it's electric. The one on the top, I'm going to put a gasoline engine. Another one was a Piper.
Yep.
I want to do the cowling and maybe change some so it becomes a P18 Piper, not the Piper Cup, but the P18. My father used to own one of those, real one, when I was a kid, so I want to see if I can make it scale that one. Twin outer, electric, F22. Bike thing, I don't know what's
I like the color, yeah.
I like the scheme. I have an Avanti jet and I haven't flown yet.
And
This little one, the blue, gray, and yellow, I did try to fly, but it's really hard. I'm not that good at the pilot.
I've noticed your system to hang them.
Oh yeah.
You have like a pulley there that you just pull up and down with the rope.
I put a pulley on top, and then I have the ropes, and if I want to get one of the planes down, I just let it go down with the ropes. And I have to take advantage of every space I have, because I need to put another pulley over there so I can put another plane over there.
You got planes hanging everywhere. Look at this one.
Everywhere. These are foamies.
Gentlemen, is he a hoarder or is he a collector?
It depends who you ask. Actually, it depends who you ask. Most of my friends think I'm a hoarder.
I think we, RC Chaser, thinks
We're a collector, yeah. This is all screws, nuts, bolts, everything that you need to. This is more for cars and stuff like that. More screws, more nuts, more planes. But I don't know. If you have a hobby, it's like golfers. They buy a lot of golf bags and they change it and they keep the old ones. This is the same thing.
Okay, you got some interesting one hanging on this wall. Like that particular one, the white one over there, I don't think I've ever seen one.
That's, I think the name is XL plane. That was, I think it's, the original plane was from probably the 30s when they used to race planes, or racing plane. Is, I think, a French design. It's a nice plane. I don't know how hard it's going to be to fly because that type of winds are tricky to fly. I have the C-130, which flies pretty good. The B-24, 4 engines. I flew it once. I was shaking like hell, but it flies good. And I have these two. I have to get ready to fly also. And you know, some of these planes, people they have it and they have it for years and they don't want it. The wife doesn't want it to have it in the house. And so they want to get rid. Sometimes you get really good prices for this plane. And a lot of people they get into the hobby. They fly a couple of years or a couple of months and then they give up.
And you happen to be there when they do.
When they do, like this is that B-24, that Black Widow, and another Stuka that I have over there. he used to be an old guy. He had like 60 planes in his house, and he never flew them. He liked only to build the planes, and they are complete. He put radio, receiver, everything ready to fly. He never flew the planes, and he died. So the widow and his stepson were selling all the planes for bargain place. I think that's why I keep a database for all my planes with the prices. So when I die, my kids know how to what price to sell them. A Cobra, a Kit-Kat fiberglass, which I've been trying to put together, working on this project for a long time, probably 15 years. And one of these days I'll finish it. So an Alfa Romeo. This is 1960s car. It's my son's car. He is restoring this car. It's a beauty. I used to own one of these when I was like 21 years old. And it drives beautiful. It's a classic car. You cannot get those cars for a lot of money right now. They're really expensive right now. Some more tools. I have a MIG welding machine, press, hoarder. These are more for cars. Another plasma cutting machine, TIG machine, cutting machines. I decided to learn piano. I always wanted, so I bought this little keyboard to learn. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I decided to learn. Well, it's part of work, part of hobby here. You can see a lot of computers. I have some boats that I made, that I built. And this one is a special, has a special history. Around 2008, I decided to work or to put a business building scale boats for the yacht industry. Here in Fort Lauderdale, we have a lot of yachts, so I was building the yachts or repairing the models they have for the displays. So this one, I contacted the guys from Hacker Boats, one of the boat shows here, and they asked me to build a replica of their boats. So I went to New York, upstate New York, to the factory, take a lot of pictures, a lot of measurements, and basically design the whole thing in CAD, and then I started building the boats. This is the prototype. This is the first one I built for them. Like every single line over there, every single white line is a piece of plastic put in one by one. It's not painted. It's just every single line is placed. And then I got all the 3D drawings for the hardware and made it in silver for them. So I made like, I don't know, 10 of those boats for them.
Wow.
It's another one's collections. And that one is also one of those boats for the yacht over there. And I used to fix the boats or make new boats for that. It was fun.
So you make these models for like a yachting company?
Yeah, they paid a lot of money for that. So those boats, and I repair a lot of the boats they have for displays because they carry out to the shows. They bang the boats and the pieces start to fall out, or they repaint it with a brush or something. So I took apart and repainted with repaint and everything like that. Right here, what I have is basically a 3D printer. I have some of the parts I have here, like this is made in the one outside. This is made here, 3D printer here. It's normal 3D printer. I have a vinyl cutter, and this is a nice machine. This is a CNC machine and 3D scanner with a needle. So it's a very precise machine, and you can cut pieces of foam or stuff like that, or you can cut even aluminum and make it with this machine. I have some parts here, like these parts. I cut these parts for the Cobra. are gonna go in the back of the engine.
From that little machine?
Yeah, I cut it from this. It takes forever. It takes like 3 days to cut this because it's a precise machine, but it goes really. It cuts a little bit at a time, but it can do it, and it's very precise. The precision is very nice. I have another 3D printer over there, and it's funny because this machine is an old machine, and it only runs with an old computer. It doesn't run with the new computer. So I have that. You can see here.
God, that's like
this is a
the 90s,
this a compact computer from the 80s.
80s. Oh my God.
It has a parallel port, so it's the one that communicates with the machine. So you can see I have a lot of machines, all over the place. Here I have my computer, my workstation. I have a database for the planes. I don't know if you want to take a
well,
look.
you know, when you if you have a database for a plane, you got a lot of planes.
Yeah, I made a database for my planes. Chaser.